Okay, at this point I've set up my model, but I still need to add my formulas. So the first formula I'm going to do, I'm looking here in my blue box at the mathematical model I have, and I want to enter it in my computer model. So I have the first one is the objective function, 350x1 plus 300x2. I want to put that formula right here in cell D6 below profit, because that's what I'm trying to maximize in order to maximize profit. Equals 350. Instead of typing 350, I don't want the literal 350. I want to point to the cell that has 350 in it. Well, that is cell B6. I can either type B6 in, or if I click on cell B6, it'll just put B6 in there. Times, and use an asterisk for multiplication in Excel, x1. Well, x1 is my decision variable. That's what I put in yellow. I put both my decision variables in yellow. X1, column B, x2, column C. So x1 decision variable is B5, and x2 decision variable is C5. So, plus, you use a plus sign. 300, again, I don't want to type in 300, I want to point to the cell that has 300, which is C6, times x2. So there's my formula for the objective for the objective function. Let me point out that when I click on cell D6, there's nothing in there, but you can see the underlying formula up here in the formula bar. If I click on cell C5, there's nothing in the formula bar. That's because there's nothing in cell C5. Solver will put the numbers in there. Okay, next formula. Now I need to put, this is LHS stands for the left-hand side. That's why I labeled it thus. And the left-hand side, I need to put those formulas in. The first one is this first constraint. The left-hand side, to the left of the less than or equal to, is 1x1 plus 1x2. So, again, all formulas start with an equal sign. Equals, the 1, I don't want to enter in 1, I want to point to the 1, and the 1 is in B8. Times x1, which is B5, plus 1, which is C8, the 1 associated with x2, times C5. Enter. Then the labor constraint is going to be the same, equals 9, except it's B9, times associated x1 plus 6 times the associated decision variable, which is C5, equal 12 times x1, B5, plus 16 times x2. Enter. And in a non-negativity, same thing, equals 1 times x1 plus, in this case, this is 0. Excel is going to interpret that empty cell as a 0. So C11 times C5, that'll end up adding 0, which is doing nothing. And equals B12 times B5 plus C12 times C5. And I'm done. So all my formulas are in here, and I'm ready to go.